the other thing which I wanted to kind of talk about as well, because it's really super topical, again relates to kind of freedom of speech, is that the Elon Musk Twitter takeover has now apparently kind of gone through. And I'm interested to know people's viewpoints on this, especially Jake, if you're a kind of tech expert, and Simon. That for me, it's a really funny one that we've been through this kind of culture, especially in the past kind of 10, 12 years. Some people call it woke, but it's the whole cancel culture idea of if you don't agree with someone or you don't like what they say, they should be able to be just like censored and taken off the platform. And I'm really kind of caught in the middle of this because I agree that anything that is blatant like hate speech or inciting violence or whichever, which is very clear cut that that's illegal. You can't kind of do that. But there's a fine line between different opinions and actually should they be just removed from their platform. And actually what I think is really interesting with the Elon Musk takeover is that removal of censorship to actually give genuine free speech to people is a big mission of his. And although he only took over on Wednesday, the CEO and a few others of the kind of key people have now gone. And what he's almost doing is clearing house and actually creating a platform that he believes will take it to where we want to, or where he wants to kind of take it. But again, I'm torn because I don't know how it's going to play out. I do use Twitter, so you can follow us again on @RoadmapMBA. But it's that kind of thing of where I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this kind of thing. Andrew Tate, again, I don't like the guy. I actually purposely, because I could tell I didn't like him, I've never commented on or watched his stuff, but it's a good kind of point. But actually, say in America, or even in Britain, but I'm going to use America because it's more divisive, you have two different political parties, Republicans and Democrats. And I'm pretty sure that Donald Trump at some point was kicked off Twitter because people didn't like what he said. But the issue you've got is that if you look at a population of 300 million people, half of them who voted for him probably do like what he says. And it's that, how can you create a genuinely unbiased platform and actually make it good? Does that make sense? Because often one of the things I certainly find with social media as well, it's like an echo chamber. So that if I, on my Instagram feed, and you can actually follow us on Instagram as well, I just checked that's live. So I follow cars, basketball, and some other kind of stuff. So basically on my feed, that's kind of all it shows me. But the idea is that if you associate with a certain group of people or certain things, chances are, because the algorithm wants you to spend more time on that platform, it just shows you more and more of the same. And I'm just really interested to see how that kind of plays out in terms of his ownership, that whole platform, how and where it goes. And then on a separate point as well, something I read this morning was actually, so Elon Musk paid $44 billion for the platform. I believe they're going to make it private, so therefore it's not a publicly traded kind of company anymore. That will give him more control and rights and stuff to really do what they want with it. Because having worked in publicly listed companies before, you often have to kind of like keep stakeholders and shareholders happy that it does direct your kind of course of action. So I'm really interested to see what he does. But yeah, so rumor has it he paid 44 billion, but actually some people are saying it was only worth 25. So did he overpay? To be honest, when he's probably one of the smartest people in the world and he has a massive track record for just delivering stuff. Tesla, SpaceX, The Boring Company, PayPal, and others. Neuralink, they've got the new bots coming soon. He's a modern day kind of Thomas Edison. Arguably, he's one of the world's greatest ever inventors because of the platform and stuff that he can do that Da Vinci and stuff never got to. But I'm genuinely interested to see what he does with it. But thank you for kind of getting in touch as well. I really do hope. Yes, Simon, the Kanye thing. I've seen videos about it, but I actually haven't seen any of the stuff. But it's a really good example that Kanye West, I believe, was reportedly sharing like anti-Semitic messages and stuff recently. He's had most of his brand deals cancelled. He's not working with a lot of brands and stuff anymore. And actually, he's not a very popular person at the moment. But it still stands to reason, are we right to censor people? Because again, if someone says their true feelings on a topic, if anything, you can then know what they actually think. And if you don't like them, you can delete them, ignore them, block them, whatever you want to do. But at least you know where they stand. And it's a really difficult one to judge. But because it was very topical this week, it was just something I wanted to talk about.